it's your girl Sunflower Dash. So I haven't really been posting any videos, but tomorrow I do something very important. That's a lot, but I'll be vlogging the process, and I won't tell you what it is yet, but you'll see tomorrow. Yeah, so I just wanted to go ahead and vlog this process, and maybe it'll help someone else that's going through the process future-wise. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning, and I'll tell you more then. Hey y'all, so I'm back. So I think the last clip was with me like a few days ago, and I was telling you about my Meps process and everything. I ended up having to get my days moved, so I think it was Monday, but now it's Wednesday. So today I had my first day of Meps, and that was just basically with me doing like tests and all that good stuff. For those of you that are going to the military, you probably know what the ASVAB and the PICAT is. And for those of you who don't, basically the ASVAB is just a test that you take to get into the military. It basically says that you're qualified or you're not, or what areas you're qualified for. And then the PICAT is basically like a similar test, but easier and shorter. But I know you have to be a certain age to take it or something. That's what my recruiter told me, so I'm not sure. But yeah, so basically today I just verified. The test just basically said that the score I got was legit. So to briefly walk you through what happened today. So I think I got up around like 8 or 9. I ended up going to my recruiter's office. I had to go to do some of my security clearance. And for those of you who don't know, I am going to the Navy. Yeah. That I'll tell you the story of that another video. Anyways, yeah, so I went to my recruiter and I came up to Raleigh. Some of you may know what it is and some of you may not, but it's in North Carolina. That was their Meps station. I went there, made me wash my hands. Well, not wash my hands, but they gave me sanitizer and a mask, basically. And you go through like this metal detector. They give you this sticker with your name and what test you're taking, and you go to the back, you take your test. After you take your test, you do some more stuff, and they basically discharge you. And if your recruiter is not there to pick you up, you wait until they're there, or they have a shuttle and they take you to the hotel. So upon arriving the hotel, that sounded so proper. Okay, but let me scratch that. But when I got to the hotel, basically we sat there for like 15-20 minutes. Then we all basically like lined up, and because of everything that's going on, they're like really cautious. So they gave me a mask and everything, and you have to go through this process of like writing down, you know, if you've been sick or not, and they take your temperature like 5 times. Then they give you your room key. So because we are in quarantine, basically, as you can see, I don't have a roommate, which is fine with me because I don't not really that social, so it's okay. So you go to your room, and then they give you key, and they give you this ticket, and it says Meps dinner meal ticket. And from this time, which it says from 5 to 9:30, I can go get dinner basically. And they give me you know, your basic room key, nothing major. Yeah, so that's pretty much. I'll see y'all tomorrow or later on during dinner or whenever. I'll see y'all then. All right, so bye. So where did I leave off? Okay, so the last time y'all see me, I was going through what I had just did, I think, my first day of Meps. And for y'all that don't know what Meps is, basically it's how they see if you're like physically and mentally fit to go to the military. They do like physical tests, and like you take like the ASVAB or the PICAT and all that. And I think I explained that before. Yeah, I think I did. So yeah, if y'all have any questions, just comment below or DM me, whatever, and I'll answer any questions. Okay, so I went through my first part, I went through my second part. Now the second day, which was the day after I left the hotel, basically they wake you up at like 4 o'clock, or like 5. No, it's 4, because I was up at like 3:30 getting ready. So I woke up before they woke me up. A wake up call is basically like 4:30ish. I advise waking up earlier just because it's easier and you don't have to like worry about them coming in there and them rushing you like, oh, you know, hurry up here. Okay, so for me, yeah, I woke up earlier than that, and I, you know, get in the elevator or whatever, and you go downstairs, and because of the coronavirus, basically they have it where they have like the lunches and stuff, or the breakfast is kind of like pre-packaged. They gave me what, like grits, eggs, sausage, or like bacon. They gave me some fruit, and then you can get like a water and some juice, and it's a good juice, like, and a good water. Like the food was really good, I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't eat a lot just because I didn't want like that extra weight when I go to like weigh in. So yeah, you eat your breakfast, you go back up there, you be back down by 5 o'clock, and no later than 5:45 y'all rolling out, or at least that's how it was for me. So they get you on like this bus thing, and it's like this tour bus type situation, and it was so pretty. So you get on there, you drive to wherever your Meps is. For me, mine was Raleigh, North Carolina, and if y'all know where that is, then you know where it is. So yeah, so you get there, and because of the virus, it's a little different, I think, than it would usually be. But for me, you get there and it was raining, which is kind of inconvenient, but it was raining, so we're under like this tent thing, and they're taking your temperature, they're asking you questions, they give you like this paper basically saying like, oh yeah, you know, she's good, she's healthy, she's clear enough to go in. So you go in, you pretty much put your stuff, like your book bag or whatever you have, your overnight bag, you put it in this room, and then they tell you where to go. Usually they send, well, for me, they sent me straight to the hearing test. Yeah, like it wasn't really, they kind of put you in a booth and ask you press a button every time you hear something, or yeah. And I advise y'all to press the button even when you don't hear something, because it's more likely for you to pass, because they're very tedious. So you go there, then you, well, for me, I went to, I think it was like the drug test, the urinalysis, basically, you know, you pee in a cup, whatever. And by the way, it's really uncomfortable because you have somebody like standing there legit watching you. Like the lady stands there and she watches you do what you do, and you have to do it in a certain order. It's very uncomfortable, but you get through it. So you do that, then you have the next part. Basically, they ask you questions like, is this your social security number? Is this your name? They're going to ask you that 1,035 times. Like, you're going to constantly hear, what's your name? What's your birthday? What's your social security number? Is this you? Like, are you sure this is you? Like, they ask you to the point where you start second guessing yourself. Like, is this me? Like, yeah, that's me. So, yeah, but so they're going to ask you that 1,035 times. So after that, I think I moved on to the the section where, and if y'all hear noise in the background, that's just my family, so trying to pay no attention. Yeah, so then you move on to the section where you do the interview, and the interview is when you're talking to the doctor. So for those of y'all that have spoke to a recruiter, I'm pretty sure your recruiter has told you, don't say this and don't say that and la. If they ask you, have you ever, you know, it did this or did that, don't tell them this, don't tell them that. And I said the same thing, so I get it. Yeah, so you go in there, and I'm not going to do touch bases on that, just unless y'all just want me to, but I don't know. Everybody's experience is a little different, I assume. So basically, let me move y'all back some so y'all can see. Check out the necklace. My best friend got this for me. Anyways, so yeah, he's gonna ask you a whole bunch of questions like, have you ever been to a doctor? Have you ever I don't know, climbed a tree? Like, he's gonna ask you weird stuff, basically just to get you to say yeah, and then at that point you're gonna need a waiver. So I don't know what y'all recruiters told y'all. Mine said something different. So just I mean, do what you do. I don't know. Everybody, like I said, everybody different. So for me, I said what I said, whatever. So then we move on to the next part, which is like blood work. So they take your blood. Yeah, they take your blood. And the whole time you're carrying like this big folder, like, and it has like all your information, like every station you go to, they're adding on like extra information in it. And yeah, they expect you to hold it the whole time. Like they tell, like, don't put it down, don't put it on the floor, don't do this, don't do that. And you would think like, okay, why would I put my folder or my information on the floor? But I made a mistake of I was sitting in the chair, and so I had the folder, and I mean we all spread out. Like they made you see like person, skip a chair, person. So I'm thinking like, okay, cool, I'm sitting my folder down, because I mean I'm sitting here and what I gotta hold it for. So I put it in the chair beside me, and then the lady comes in, she's like, no, pick that up, you hold on to that. So I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, don't make that mistake, don't be that person. Yeah, so then you, actually, I lied. So after, basically, before you do any of this, before you go to your, well, after I did the hearing test, I did not go straight to the urinalysis. I actually went to this room, and it's like this classroom, and this guy is telling you what and what not to do. He's basically briefing you on what you're going to experience, what's going to happen between now and the next few hours or so. Yeah, so I didn't miss nothing important, but yeah, basically that was that. So, did that. Then you go on to the part that no one likes, which is the part where you do the duck walk, and you're in your underwear, and it's very uncomfortable, and you're just like, why am I here? And it was really weird. Like, it was really weird. Like, for me, it was probably one of the most uncomfortable experiences, just because, like, I don't know these people. Like, number one, I am very, like, I don't know you, don't touch me. So, I don't know these people. I'm in a room full of girls, and like I said, I'm gay. So on normal, you would think like, yeah, I'm in a room full of girls, let me naked, all right, cool. But that ain't it. That is not it. Please don't get that. Don't get that idea in your head, because it ain't what you think. You ain't going to your best friend party or the cookout, or it ain't what you think. So let's move that back somewhere, because like I want y'all to see me, but like it's just I don't know. You just can't get right. Okay, now y'all kind of crooked. All right. Y'all see me? Y'all see me? See me? Okay, great. So, yeah. So, once again, you, yeah. So, it's not like what you think. You're in this room and you don't have on any clothes. Well, you have on clothes. Like, you know, you're under, like, your under stuff. You have that. So, then they're going to ask you, it's like, bend over. They're going to feel your spine. They're going to ask you to do, like, the duck walk. And what I thought the duck walk was is not what the duck walk is. Like, you think, how you think a duck walks is very uncomfortable, and it ain't what you got in your mind. Like, you're doing a weird situation, you got like roll on you. I don't know, it's just I didn't know ducks walk like that. I have the utmost respect for ducks, because they have a real hard time, and I see that now. So yeah, so you go through that, you go through like a whole bunch of other things, like kick your feet out, raise your right hand, raise your left hand. You do that, walk in a straight line, walk fast and walk back. I thought it was stupid, but I did anyways. You do that. Then you are going to go to the part where they look at you, like, and I'm definitely not gonna go into depth here, but you know, like for the guys, I don't know what y'all do. For the girls, they're gonna look at you, they're gonna look at your parts, they're gonna look at all your parts. You're gonna be uncomfortable, but it's fast. You get it over with and you live. You keep pushing. It ain't that serious. I mean, they're not gonna go in there and just do the most there. I mean, it is uncomfortable, don't get me wrong. Like, you, for the girls out there, for the ladies, it's uncomfortable. If you had a passion before, like, then it's probably normal to you. But if you haven't, then you gonna look like, why? Like, and then it is a really weird situation. Anyways, they look you over, look over your body, make sure you're like okay, I guess. I don't know really what they look for. They look for something. So they move on. Then I went to lunch after that, which, mind you, number one, they're not gonna let you eat as much as you think. Like, I didn't even know we were gonna have lunch, but like when I went to lunch, my lunch was like freaking 5 seconds, because they gave me my food, and then like I had some guy come there, he's like, hey Jones, because that's my last name, so like, Jones, you know, you're done, we've been looking for you. So I'm like, out of here. Okay, so yeah, don't even expect to eat. Then that is where like the paperwork process comes in, and that is probably the most suckiest process ever, because you're hearing your name 1,000 times. They're gonna ask you once again, what's your birthday, what's your social, where are you from, blah blah blah, what's your mama's maiden name. They gonna do the most. Like, then you're gonna have to sign paper after paper after paper after paper, and you're gonna have to answer the questions. Then they're gonna try to trick you up, and like they try to do me. They was like, basically they try to go over what the doctor asked me, but in a different way. And I had to think about it because I'm like, okay, I know it's got to match up. But, like, you know, I'm smart. So, I know what they was doing. Yeah, so they're going to do that. Let me see. Yeah, you sign a lot of papers. You put your fingerprints. I don't know about every branch, but because I'm doing the Navy, they needed security clearance. Well, I need security clearance, so I had to do fingerprints and all that. So, do my fingerprints, and I just a whole bunch of paperwork. Then after you finish your paperwork, basically that's where you go swear in. Because of the coronavirus, once again, things are different, and it kind of sucks because when I swore in, I wasn't allowed to have anyone there with me. So, normally, I guess you'd have, like, your family member or somebody, but for me, I wasn't able to do that. So, it was just me with a whole bunch of weird people that I didn't know. Yeah, but whatever. I think I was, like, the only Navy person there, so I felt kind of weird, but whatever. You swear in, then you go back to the place where you do your paperwork, and you see your liaison, which is, like, the person that has your paperwork and, like, is pretty much over your case at that time. Then after you do that, they're going to give you your bag. Once you sign your final paper, sign your contract, you go pick your job, and they'll tell you, like, hey, your recruiter's coming to get you, or somebody's gonna come get you. And yeah, if whoever dropped you off pretty much has to be the person to come pick you up, and I didn't know that. So my recruiter had a duty driver, I think is what it's called. Basically a person in the military, but I guess not, like, super busy. They come and, like, pick you up. My recruiter duty driver person came and picked me up, and I went back to my recruiter's office, which is in Hope Mills. If y'all are familiar with the area, Fayetteville, then y'all know where that is. And if not, then Google it. I'm kidding. I don't know. But yeah, so that was my recruiter station. Yeah, so and then after that, they tell you your ship out date, and boom. Overall, I have to say the process of, like, getting enlisted and everything probably took over, well, not over, but, like, probably took all of, like, a week and a half. Like, they were on the money. Like, from the time I contacted them, the next day they was making me take the test. The next day he was like, hey, here's your job list. Next day he's like, hey, 2 days from now you're going to Meps. And then after that, you know, well, you're done. Like, my process was probably no longer than a week, and that was it. So, excuse me. Yeah, so, I don't know how it works for other branches, but for the Navy, they get you in and they get you out. Like, they want you there. I won't be telling you guys what my job is, just because I'll save that for another video to talk about. But, if you just feel like you just want to know, like I said, DM me, comment below, let me know what you want to know, and I will tell you for the best of my abilities, based off my experience. Definitely when I get back from boot camp, I will definitely be making that video, let y'all know how it goes. Yeah, and I don't know, I think I'm supposed to say, like, yeah, you know, go to Navy, but I ain't telling nobody to go because I don't know how it's gonna be. But overall, the process so far has been really good. It's been really cool. Yeah, so any of y'all got any Navy stories or military stories, or, you know, any of y'all been into Navy, been to boot camp, let me know. Tell me how y'all experiences was. You know, let's swap stories. Let's compare and contrast, you know, whatever. I'm fine with that. So, yeah. So, y'all like, comment, and subscribe, please. Thank you. Let me stop. But, yeah, so y'all don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Once again, DM me, comment below. Talk to me. I talk back. I have a Twitter account, but I don't really know my name, so I'll probably put that down below somewhere. But yeah, talk to me. Let me know. Like, I want to know what y'all want to see. So, as far as this, let me know if y'all have any ideas for any other videos, what y'all want to see me do. But I have some stuff coming up real soon. So, yeah, just stay posted. Yeah, so I love y'all. And I hope y'all have a beautiful day, my beautiful sunflowers. And with that being said, sunflower days out, baby.